The next we're going to talk about is something that we kind of discussed a little bit in the past, where when we were first revealed to us that Elita-One was going to be a combiner and stuff, we all like we made this prediction like, oh, maybe she's going to be an all-female combiner team, and that's kind of the direction that seems Hasbro now is suggesting and going with. They even today at Toy Fair revealed her combiner name, which is Elita-Infinite, but Infinite having the number one in Infinite, I guess to play up more again the one aspect, and saying how, okay, Moonracer is going to be one of her limbs, and then the new character revealed, or the new toy revealed at the show here, is Novastar. Now, Novastar, obviously everyone knows that it's just, they didn't have the rights to the name Firestar, which is what that character was. There was a character named Firestar in G1. That was part of Elita-One's cadre of characters of her female Autobot team. And this is pretty much this version of it, obviously because the character of Firestar, the current rights to that name is owned by Marvel right now. I think her name was Angelica Jones. If you look her up, Angelica Jones was the original Firestar, which actually predates the Transformer character. It's just that when Firestar was a thing, Marvel and Transformers were under the same roof together at the time, so it was a different world back then. Sunbow is not a thing anymore with them. So this is unfortunately, it is a repaint of Moonracer. And the only reason why I say unfortunately is just because Firestar, or what's in this case Novastar, back in the original G1 cartoon, was more of a kind of a pickup truck, if you will, similar to Cup, if anything. But I guess in this case, just to get another female character out, better off to just repaint a pre-existing feminine body and put a new head sculpt on top of it, give a new accessory, a new Prime Master gimmick if you need to, and you're good to go. So I'm happy with this than nothing.
Yeah.
I'm happy that this gets something. And again, the alt mode looks cool in red, looks really good.
It's funny because the colors remind me of Hot Rod, basically.
Oh well, yeah, it totally is. It totally is. Like it's straight up
it's just the head. I don't know if that's going to be the final head, but I guess it's just the head color is very similar to the midsection. Because you don't see that color anywhere else, just the midsection and the head basically, and maybe the feet. But other than that, like it definitely looks like a female Hot Rod vibe I'm getting from it.
It's something that I'm pretty sure people are going to figure out a way to do an alternate transformation for that alt mode just to differentiate the two. But I mean, what the one good thing is with this, both, when you have two characters that share two limbs, if you will, that share a similar mold, like which with a lot of these combiners are the case, that leads to two arms looking very symmetrical, or two legs looking very symmetrical. So I'm pretty sure that's the case with this. I'm kind of hoping now, my hope now with the future is now, because now Elita now has two female members for her. I'm hoping in the future we will get probably another shot at Chromia. Somehow she'll get a combiner limb piece, and maybe just to kind of round this out, maybe RC. If not RC, then maybe some other female character in Transformers mythos.
I would say try to go for another character besides RC because we already have
Well,
her, right?
Number one,
She's a headmaster.
I do agree with you in the sense because Elita-One's team just consisted of Chromia, Moonracer, and Firestar, or in this case Novastar, as she's called. So RC was never part of that crew. So it'd be cool if they either, number one, if they don't use RC, then to either use a female character that hasn't gotten a toy yet. Even looking at the IDW comics, you can look up the character of Nickel. She's a very obscure female character. So it would be kind of cool maybe if they did something like that of her, or
I'm sure there's other names they could.
Oh yeah, there's a huge list of
bring back,
female characters of obscure characters that could totally become a limb. Like there's wow, she's aptly named. There's a female Autobot fire truck named Discharge. Ignore the name. Just ignore the name. Ignore the name.
I think they would probably have to change the name.
Oh yeah, they'll change the name.
But you would know where the origin of that character came from.
But she was something that I'm pretty sure if you took any one of those more truck-like Combiner Wars limbs, do a little retooling, I'm totally cool with that. She
Yeah.
was like a very predominant red, white, and blue fire truck. It would look where it would work well with what would be probably you have the two Cybertronian-esque kind of cars here already with the jet centerpiece. If we do get a Chromia, she might be some kind of truck, or maybe they might go back to that motorcycle idea. Who knows what they would do with a Chromia? And then you have a truck kind of based, discharge. That's one way to go about it. There's one way of many other things. Okay, that's so the way that I see it. That's how I could see it. But I mean, I'm just happy that we are getting a female combiner team like we predicted, more or less, like months ago. It's kind of funny. We're doing very good with that. Um, but I mean, I don't even think it was us being a prediction. I almost felt like it was kind of a given. It was kind of a given in a lot of ways. But I dig Elita-One. I'm looking forward to the Voyager of Elita-One also. I want to pick that up. She has a very nice head sculpt. But
Yeah, I
Novastar
want to
looks
see how
cool
the
too.
rest of this comes together.
New Novastar looks really cool. All of these are going to be day one purchases every time. Like Power of the Primes has been making me very happy so far.